In this particular part, we are going to talk about basis change. You might have gone through the last lecture or last video in which we talked about transformation matrix. The transformation matrix is the matrix representation of the linear mapping, which takes a particular vector in a particular vector space with respect to a particular basis, and it takes to the another vector space with respect to that mapping, and in that vector space, in the output vector space, we have certain bases. So we did the transformation from one particular basis to another particular basis. That is what we did. Now in this particular part, we have a mapping from V to W. We have a mapping from V to W. So we want to have this mapping. We want to have a transformation matrix with respect to phi. But here the case is this, that you have two bases of of V, and you have two bases for the output vector space W. And A phi, let A phi be the transformation matrix when we are going from B to C. So we are having the basis B in V, and that particular coordinate we have taken, and then we mapped it to W with respect to the coordinates given with respect to this particular basis. Now the problem is, we have some other basis in V, which is this one, and some other basis in W, which is this one, and we want to take the coordinates with respect to this basis to this one. So A phi is the transformation matrix that takes the coordinates of any vector in V, any vector in V, and that is with respect to W, with respect to B, to the vector in W with respect to C, the coordinates with respect to C. Okay, now we are going to find out a transformation matrix A phi tilde, which takes us from B tilde to C tilde. So let's try to see this. Now before that, I want to tell you that in the part 9 we come up with this relation. If you go through the part 9, we come up with this relation, and we utilize this relation here also many times. So let us see how it looks like. Similarly, if you talk about A phi tilde, you will get this one, because phi B tilde means every basis vector in B tilde can be mapped, and it will be a vector in a vector space W, and that can be written as the linear combination of C tilde, right? So that's how we can write it. Okay, so let us go ahead and try to see what we can do. Again, you can see that since every vector of B tilde is also uh, is same, or is the basis of the same vector space, so it should be able to written as the linear combination of basis B vectors, right? So B is the basis vectors with respect to basis B, and B tilde is the basis vectors with respect to V, only the same vector space, but they might be different. So the linear combination of one can generate the another one, right? So this is what it is. Now if it we have these few equations, so again C tilde Ct is the same thing as the previous one, and we know that this a phi, so we have like phi b tilde is equals to c tilde a phi tilde. Now c tilde can be changed to ct with the help of this equation. Now if we do that, we can also go through this way. What we can do, we can replace this b tilde by bs, because we know that b tilde can be written as the linear combination of vectors, columns of b. So we can write it like this, wherein definitely this is s1j, this is s2j, and this is snj, right? So these are the column vectors, basically these are the column vectors. So okay, so if we do that, this any particular column, this particular column can be written in this form. Now since phi is a linear mapping, you can definitely write like this with the help of the definition of the linear mapping, and because of which you are able to make this particular kind of a matrix multiplication, which can be written as this way. So wherein this s dot j, so basically this is for all I, so it's a column vector. So you are generating one particular thing by a particular column. So finally we get this phi b tilde can be represented as c a phi s. S is the transformation matrix, S is the matrix that can generate b tilde from b, right? So that's a good part. Now you can see that fifth equation that we got is phi b tilde, which is giving us the relationship between b tilde and a tilde, a phi tilde. Now this is now giving us the relation between a phi tilde and a phi. Now again, since C is the basis, C is the matrix containing the column vectors, or the column vectors of which are the basis of W. So they have to be linearly independent, and therefore the cancellation can be done. This I can cancel. So ultimately what I get a phi tilde is equals to T inverse a phi s, right? So that is the beauty, because now you have a phi tilde, and this a phi tilde can be written as T inverse a phi s. The beauty of this is that instead of taking a phi, if I choose a phi tilde, I am actually doing the same thing, but just in the different basis. The points that are relative, their relative positions are there, their relative positions are almost same, but these two matrices may be working in a similar way. So that's the beauty. So let us try to see what is the benefit. So let us suppose that I have a transformation matrix this, and this is in this standard basis. Now let us suppose we change it to this basis. We change it to the input space and the output space. Both the spaces were in the standard basis. Now we change both the bases to this particular thing. Now if we want to change to this, then a phi tilde comes out to be like this, which is beautiful in the sense that it has only two non-zero values. The other two entries are zero, which makes it computationally easy, computationally lesser expensive, and that is the big benefit of this particular transformation. So that's it for this particular video. Thank you.